Randy Pitchford talks about how PlayStation is not Xbox's competitor. Blizzard announces a brand new IP in the works, and everyone's favorite journalist, Jason Schreier, gives us some more information on Call of Duty exclusivity. Welcome back to another video, guys. If you enjoy daily content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. So since the announcement of Activision Blizzard being acquired by Microsoft, the conversation around competition between Xbox and PlayStation continues to heat up. I feel like it's at right now a boiling point where you're seeing fanboys from both sides going at it every single day nonstop. There's been meltdowns and it's just been absolutely wild to see. Kind of hilarious if you just sit back and you think about it, that this is over to massive corporations that all the people arguing for them are not making any money off of. But it's funny to watch if you're on the sidelines, which I tend to think I am. Although this is an Xbox centric channel, I don't really consider myself a fanboy of any sort. I prefer Xbox. I play on everything and I try my best not to fan the flames, but you know, sometimes you just kind of have to talk about it and just laugh at what is going on. But that conversation about the competition has always been around between Xbox and PlayStation. I mean, it was a real competition. Like, there were two main competitors, both with the exact same strategy, going at it. When Xbox came into the market with the original Xbox, really was heated up during the Xbox 360 era, and then Xbox kind of dropped the ball with the Xbox One era, so there wasn't too much competition, and we knew Xbox had to do something with the Xbox Series X and S generation in order to stay relevant, in order to continue to compete. And my god, have they done that with flying colors, and it's awesome to see. But the difference this time around is that it looks like PlayStation isn't their real competitor, and you can kind of see that just with their strategy of what they're doing with the ecosystem and not locking games to the console. Well, Randy Pitchford, the Gearbox CEO, weighed in on this, and here's what he said. Sony's like, they better not pull Call of Duty from our platform. Microsoft's like, bro, having our games on your platform is what we've been trying to do all along. I guess spending $2.5 billion on Minecraft wasn't enough to convince you. I think Sony is aware that Xbox wants to be a gaming OS essentially, and Sony is protective of itself there for good reason. There's opportunity for both to be allies in the middle ground. However, wild to watch. I adore Sony and adore Xbox. So, and he ends it there. I mean, he makes a good point. If Xbox had the opportunity and PlayStation was for it, you can guarantee you Xbox Game Pass would be on their platform. They want to be everywhere because they see that is how you make the most money. I mean, the financial reports they just recently released are showing that. And at some point, if Sony decides to give in, you'll see Xbox Game Pass on the PlayStation platform. And Xbox is just overall a bigger company with more money to spend, more power, and that is kind of the fact of the matter when it comes to this. If Microsoft wants to, they could put even more money into the Xbox gaming division and say, hey, go get more content, go purchase more developers, go purchase more publishers, and then eventually Sony's going to have to crack at some point. Now, I'm not saying I want this, I'm just saying it potentially is possible. If you think about the numbers and you think about how much money Xbox has and how much money they're willing to spend, at least it seems like that right now, in order to really bolster their ecosystem. And maybe their end goal is to get PlayStation to kind of give in and work together with Xbox, and hey, both can thrive, both can survive, and both can make a ton of money. But I don't agree with the narrative that Xbox is doing this to bury PlayStation. I really don't, because I truly believe they are way more focused right now on potential emerging competitors. Netflix, that's one I haven't mentioned. Well, I think Netflix could be another competitor that they're thinking about. Then you have Apple, Google, Amazon, and all of these other massive companies, Tencent, that are trying to get in, and you can bet that those companies are going to be using similar models to what Xbox Game Pass has. All right, jumping over here to some very awesome news to see, because one, it's a new IP from Blizzard, and generally, I mean, not recently, Blizzard makes incredible games, incredible IPs, incredible just creativity, and they've recently been acquired by Microsoft, so it makes it even more interesting in that sense. And it is that Blizzard is creating a brand new survival game for PC and console. with characters and stories that have yet to be met or yet to be told. And it's obviously early on in development because they're looking for hiring a lot of people. Now, this could be anything, but this sounds exciting. Who knows when this will come out? But you could probably bet that this is a game that is going to be exclusive to the Xbox ecosystem. There are obviously no deals in place yet, at least I wouldn't think, of where this game is going to show up, what platforms it's going to be on. But I would guess that this is going to end up being an Xbox ecosystem exclusive, because I'd assume that since this is an unannounced game pretty much until this moment, no one knows too much about it. They don't have any deals in place as to where this game is going to show up. So I doubt there's any pre-existing things that Xbox has to think about. Obviously, very early on, they're looking for artists, they're looking for level designers and engineers and stuff like that. And again, it's a survival game. We don't know anything about it, but it's coming from Blizzard, and generally they have pretty good games that they create every time they come up with a new IP. It is a game that is well received and a lot of people enjoy it. So I'm excited for this. I mean, every time I've heard of new Blizzard games coming out, I've always been interested in what they're going to come up with. So a survival game could be very, very cool. And finally here, Jason Schreier, as we know, everybody's favorite game journalist, I kind of say that as a joke, has some information about Call of Duty. Nothing that is brand new, because I mean, Phil Spencer kind of already said this in his previous tweet that they are going to honor all existing agreements with the Activision Blizzard deal, which would be Call of Duty this year and then Call of Duty in 2023, because the deal itself isn't going to be finished until 2023, and then Warzone 2 in 2023. So he says here, Activision is committed to releasing at least the next 3 Call of Duty games on PlayStation even after the Xbox acquisition, according to people familiar with the deal. That's COD 2022, COD 2023, and Warzone 2 in 2023. After that, it's hazier, with other recent acquisitions such as Bethesda and Obsidian. Microsoft fulfilled existing contracts and then released or announced subsequent games for PC and Xbox, no PlayStation. To be clear, this news of Activision's contract with Sony is not related to the timing of when the acquisition closes. This contract was signed before last week's news, which again makes sense. So there's nothing really groundbreaking here, other than if you go and actually read the article. I can't pull it up here because I'm not subscribed. I clicked it and now I wanted to go back in and it says I have to subscribe, which I'm not going to do. It says that they got sources that obviously don't want to reveal themselves and stuff like that. So that's, I guess, where the additional information comes in. But yeah, if you're on PlayStation, you don't have to worry about not being able to play COD at least until after 2023, which isn't surprising. That's cool. I couldn't care less if these games are on PlayStation or not. All I care about now is, are they coming to Xbox Game Pass day one, which they will be, which is just more great value for the service. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. What do you think about the current state of the competition between Xbox and PlayStation? Are you excited for that new survival game coming from Blizzard? And what are your thoughts on the Call of Duty exclusivity? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. If you're new here, if you like what you saw, I'd appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.